everybody, welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet. This is Taz. Today we're going to take a look at another new Estetica style for their winter 2019 collection. This one's called Jones and it's in the color RH1488RT8. Jones is just a really chopped up, highly texturized bob cut. It's truly one of a kind, and that's why I think I like it, because I don't like to be like everybody else. It's spunky, it's edgy, and it's absolutely on trend. Just thinking of some of the celebrities that have worn styles like this, I was on Pinterest and I think I remember seeing Taylor Swift in a cute little choppy bob cut like this. It's very on trend, and it's super white hot right now too. Have anybody seen that brand new series this year? I think it's ABC primetime. It's called A Million Little Things. If you have, you know what I mean when I say this is Delilah Dixon's haircut when she first, when that series first came on. It was just absolutely adorable on her, and I thought, gosh, wouldn't that be a neat wig? And here it is. Now, I wish it maybe were a little more graduated, and so let's get into these specs a little bit. So we have a 4.5-inch bang area here, about a 7-inch crown, a 4.5-inch nape, and then there's a 7-inch layer here on the sides. It weighs about 2.96 ounces and it's completely open cap. So like I said, this is pretty much the same length all the way around, just meeting the collar on most people. You can see where it just comes under my chin here. So that 7-inch layer is obviously going to hit my face, but then there's these side layers and things that kind of give it a lot of different effects. Right out of the box, it just gives you that Rod Stewart vibe, and I honestly wasn't sure, but I was able to work with a little bit and gain a little bit of perspective, so I think that's probably going to be common. A cut like this right out of the box is going to be a little cold crimped just because of the fine fibers and all of this texture, so you definitely want to go ahead and give it a nice spray of water. Leave it upside down, make sure you shake it out real good. You're going to find a lot of permatease on Jones, and that permatease starts right at the front of the cap. It's heaviest on the top and at the crown, and at the ear tab there's quite a bit here. In the back an average amount, and at the nape fairly none. So when you first place it on, it kind of is big on top, right? And it's sticking out everywhere. So you really want to go to work on this with some of the techniques that I have in my ways to make wigs more natural video. You want to use your hands and get in there and just really tamp that permatease with the heat of your hands. Get it to lay down a little bit. The other thing is that the bangs kind of want to stick out a little bit. Again, just some cold crimping from the box. It's fresh permatease. It needs to be worked a little bit. This is not a style that I think you can just take out and put it on and go. I think you're going to have to work on it, but I think it's totally worth it. Like I said, a nice edgy style that's one of a kind. So there are a few things that I think you can do right away. Is if you decide to keep it, go ahead and soak it in cold water overnight. Use one of those flexible wig drying racks. I did not do that with this one. I was able to work with it without doing that. But this was kind of poofy right there at the front where the bangs kind of stick out. So I can use the heat of my hands there to gently reduce and kind of shrink that permatease under the heat of my hands. The other thing that you could do is you could get in there with a little bit of some pulses of heat, hot air from your hair dryer. So if you kind of separate that hair a little bit so that you can spot the permatease there, just go ahead and give some shots of hot air and then tamp it down again with your hands. Now I do caution you not to use too hot or too much. This is not a heat-friendly style, so you just want to go in little doses until you achieve the desired effect. So as you can see, just the amount of texturizing that has been done here on this style, it's very wispy and feathery light. The density has has adjusted to the texturizing as well. So the density is very light. Here's an inside look at the cap for Jones, this completely open cap. You've got a nice front piece here, it's very comfortable, and there is a bit of a hidden weft there at the front hairline, giving it very nice coverage. Your open tracks on top, quite a bit of permatease there. It carries through with the open theme. We do have open ear tabs as well as an extended open nape with the incremental hook type adjusters. This wig has a lot of stretch. I think that it's true to average right out of the box. I did have to cinch in the adjusters to accommodate a petite average circumference, but I think it can stretch up to average, large, and even large circumferences. Hi, so I have modified my Estetica Jones in a way that I think is going to fit me just a little bit better. I did reduce the length. I had a little bit of graduation and stacking in the back. So what I did was I took my thinning shears. I gathered the hair together at the back and made a straight across cut. That gave me a little bit of reduction in length right there at the back. I did not cut the nape, so we still have a stacking effect there. I took about 1/2 inch all the way across the sides. That adds a little bit of a graduated effect. And then I did some all over texturizing here. It took about 1/2 inch off of the sides. So I left all this beautiful texture, added a little bit of graduation and a little bit of stacking in the back, reduced it by about 1/2 inch to 1 inch overall, and it's just something I can really love now. So there's a lot actually that you can do to style this wig and bring it into something that suits your personality and your comfort level. Let's first try with glasses. There's quite a bit of permatease there at the ear. I feel like I want to slip the glasses under the ear tab in order to get a more secure fit for the glasses. One thing you can do right away, that's very, very easy to do, and because of this light texture, is scoop behind the ear. That's just going to make it look a little more realistic. It's going to bring some of the volume down on the sides, and it's still going to highlight this beautiful texture. You can create a more smooth look. This has been a review of the brand new Estetica Jones for their 2019 winter collection in the color RH1488RT8. We'll see you next time on TAZ's Wig Closet.